I was actually quite surprised at how little time we spent performing, says Mel, 43, in upcoming 3-part BBC documentary hits, Hype and Hustle, An Insider's Guide to the Music Business, which begins on BBC 4 on January 19. There are so many interviews to do, TV shows and then a lot of performances you are miming. It's really frustrating as an artist. A lot of people in the music industry have worked their way up and we were successful at this point, but we had never done a live show. And she adds that so infrequently were they required to sing live. When they did get their first chance, at a concert in Istanbul in 1997, it was overwhelming. There was so much pressure on us. The production was absolutely huge and it was petrifying. Mel C. There was so much pressure on us. The production was absolutely huge and it was petrifying. That was probably one of the most terrifying nights of my life. Everybody was waiting for it and everyone was waiting for us to fail. I think people expected us not to be able to sing live. I think people expected not a lot of the show to be live. It was almost an out-of-body experience. Nothing can prepare you for that amount of adrenaline. Lady Gaga doesn't need my help, says Celine Dion, with Lady Gaga launching her Las Vegas residency later this year. Sin City stalwart Celine Dion has refused to offer any help to the newcomer, but not because she's being mean, it's only because she feels Gaga doesn't need it. Do I have advice for Lady Gaga? No. Jokes the 49-year-old, who will have spent a total of 13 years performing in Caesar's Palace once her current contract finishes in 2019. First of all, this girl knows exactly what she's doing, and I will never, ever in my whole life tell somebody professional and super talented like she is how to do things. And despite Gaga's rival show, opening at the MGM Park Theater just a little further down Las Vegas's famous Strip, Celine, inset below, isn't worried about the competition in the slightest. In fact, she's gagging for a ticket for Gaga. I'm going to go see her show. When is she starting? Ricky Gervais signed up by Netflix as one of the country's most successful exports. Ricky Gervais certainly isn't short of a few bob, and his coffers look set to get a massive boost with Netflix buying the rights to his new stand-up show, before he has even written it. I can't wait for Humanity to air so I can start all over again on a brand new show, says the 56-year-old in a statement. Stand-up is my new favorite passion now, so it's an absolute thrill to tour hundreds of wonderful cities and then be able to have it on the greatest platform in the world. Earlier this year, the Ing Giant paid Ricky the highest ever fee for a UK comedian for his Humanity stand-up tour. Although the figure hasn't been revealed, it's reported to be in the multi-million-pound bracket, which has apparently been replicated for his forthcoming show. Nice work if he can get it! Jodie Foster demands Hollywood show some originality. With Hollywood's seemingly unquenchable thirst for follow-up films, Jodie Foster has called on film bosses to be a bit braver and give more original content a chance. I'm bored of sequels. I've got to the point where if I've seen the first one I'm not bothered about 2, 3 or 4, says the 55-year-old Taxi Driver star, who has switched to the small screen recently to direct an episode of British writer Charlie Brooker's hugely successful sci-fi series Black Mirror. I think a lot of people are the same. We need original movies that audiences can invest in. What can stop David Attenborough? Despite being at the nonagenarian stage of life, Sir David Attenborough thinks he shows no signs of slowing down yet. However, he has at least come up with a simple method of measuring when the time will be right to retire from presenting documentaries. If I can't walk up and down steps anymore, that will stop me, the 91-year-old tells Radio Times, before adding that not working anymore is something which does put the fear of God in him. I do dread not working, although there are things I can do without running up steps 6 times, books to be written, things I've never got round to, but at the moment it seems to be all right.